who has been a constant source of inspiration in the life. My mother, as you can guess, I have known her since the moment I was born. He isn't famous celebrity or a powerful politically, but to me, she is a true hero. What inspires me most about her is her unwavering resilience and selflessness. My mother grows up in a very poor countryside with limited opportunities, yet we never complained. We work multi-job from early morning you to late at night just to ensure that my spling and I could have a best education possible. I remember a time when our family faced a major financial crisis while everyone else was panicking. She remained the anchor. The she stayed calm, organized everything, and motivate us to keep moving forward. Um, with time, she taught me that it's not about how hard you fall, but how quickly you get back up. I feel a deep, I feel deep sense of admiration and your pose towards her every whenever I feel like giving up on my my own growth. I think her closest hand and her tight but twinkling eyes and that gives me the strength of continue. They didn't just give me life, they taught me how to live it with dignity and kindness. To me, she is the perfect definition of strength of what in a genius. If I had to talk about a friend, a friend I truly enjoy spending time with it, which definitely the um, the who has been my best friend in high school. We um we are first met during our stressful community class about 7 years ago. 7 years ago, and now we have been in baseball every since. What's making me let's go in is the contractors in energy and his ability uh, ability to listen whenever we hang out, whether we are just sitting at a quiet sidewalk office or thinking up a mountain. The conversation never gets boring. We has this.
unique was making me look at my problem from a much more positive, positive perspective. On nothing, I really admired about him it is his spontaneity. There was times when I was feeling burnt out from work and and he would just show up at my door and say, take, take your bag, we are going on the road trip. Those unplanned moments are absolutely the time I feel most relaxed and alive. Spending time with him feel like retraining my heart. I never have to put on much or pretending to be someone I am not when I'm with him. I feel incredibly lucky to have a friend who is not just a companion for the fun times, but also a shoulder to cry on during the cold days. Yeah, has taught me that true friend is someone who understands your past, believes in your future, and accept your just you just the way you are. Um, thinking back, thinking back on my academic journey, the person who has most proposed impact on me is Miss Miriam, my high school English teacher. I was lucky enough to be in her class for 2 years, and those years truly really shaped my versa- perspective on learning. What makes my what makes me for a special wasn't just her deep knowledge of the subject, but her innovative teachers by instant of fo- focusing us to memorize boring grammar. I read grammar realize um to to brought the language to life through music, movies, and depends about global issues. We can every listen into an adventure, but more than that, she had uh, incredible ability to spot the hidden fortune in every student. I remember a time when I was struggling and I wanted to read up on my English studies. She sat, she sat me down and told me, "It's not that you are not yet enough. You are just have it. You are just have it. You just have not told your within yet." That simple sentence changed everything for me. She influenced in not just academically, but person, personally. He taught me that language is a bridge to the world, not just because of her. I am become much more confident, confident in expressing myself, and I start to encourage challenge in a sense of hearing them. She wasn't just a teacher; she was a mentor. Taught me, uh, he taught me that with cautious and the right method, any offense can become a sleeping stone. Um, I'd like to share a story about Miss Wang, who has a high English teacher during a very challenging time in my life. A few a few years ago, I was preparing for an important educational English exam the time at the time I grew up completely collectively um, emotion, emotionally because no one mentioned how hard I studied my speaking and writing sport work, which include I was not because of giving up because I felt like I didn't have any talent for language which has the ones who love play, play out of that slump. She didn't just teach me grammar and other vocabulary. She acted more like a mentor in my to notice that my biggest problem wasn't a lack of knowledge but total lack of self-confidence. We are we spend extra time at the Airbnb just to talk to me, helping me overcome my fear of making a mistake. I I remember one season that I was particularly um, largely questioned me. Question she looked at me and said, "Growth is not a strength line; it's series of up and down." This simple piece of advice, this of advice helped me realize that my senseless words, senseless were just a natural part of the learning process to change her teaching mentors spectacularly spectacularly for me using games and real life and conversation to make me feel more comfortable and thanks to her you dedicated sport and practice. I I when yeah, every totally has the extend with a sport that extend my patient. More importantly, he taught me how to believe in, my, in myself. Uh, every so we done see each others as often now. I still consider her he in the situation in my life. I am not particularly lucky to have someone like this to went me when I needed most. Um, this for a person who is with this job in high school was a turning point for me, especially when it come to my relationship with can can we try to be honest in my in my team. I thought it's quite dry and difficult because it feels like of a patch uh, abstract for knowledge and heuristic table. However, everything changed when I started glad at my high school. Our laboratory was very moving, and my teacher, Mr. was a real demonstration to the belief that chemistry should be as in, and such and not just good for from textbook. I remember our first practical lesson where we performed um, detention in the liquid chain folder in the split second was like a music to me. His sang was in a baby incredibly good at a job. He had a way of linking complex theories to our everyday life. For example, we she explained, explained the chemical reaction behind cooking, and we contain cleaning up the content that should never been mixed. This makes the subject feel much more relevant and less intimidating, intimidating because of that posi- positive environment at my high school. I spent a lot of my free time in the lab. I even joined the school when chemistry club where we performance and expression like the elephant coach and looking back um, looking back high school chemistry coach the an analytical skill and a sense of cautious, cautiously it made me really that even that uh, ever that even the smallest smallest molecules play a huge role in how how in how works on that question. It for rest of my life I will always cherish because it came from a subject I once once fell into a true question. I'd like to talk about my neighbor, Christian, who lives just the door on the way from my house. And I I have known her for over 10 years, and she is much more than just a neighbor to me. She is like a member of my extended family. Uh, Michelle is a Handy teacher at a local high school, and her personality is just as bright as her professional skill. She is an incredibly high high-hearted and hospitable hospitable person. Every time I walk past her house, she greets me with a warm smile and often remembers me for some house and because uh, a cup of tea. What I'm admired most about her is her readiness to help when she is on a great dinner. Also, she used to help me toilet a lot with my try homework when I was in high school. I remember many every night, evening, evening when I was struggling with complex depression, and she would drastically explain the concept you you into a firmly understood one. Without her timely support, I don't think I could have passed my final exam with such high scores. Pennsylvania that she is a very active member of our neighborhood. She the she's the one who organized more gathering and clean up campaigns to keep our street clean and tidy. Also, having a Miss Jane as a neighbor is a real blessing. She has taught me a lot, a lot about kindness and the importance of building a strong community. I feel very lucky to realize here someone so talented and generous, generous. I'm so
Feels she is partly regarded Kemi Chai's teacher who are recently moved into my neighborhood. We actually meet at a local community coffee shop on a Saturday morning. On a Saturday morning, I was there strictly with some heavy reading material, and she happens to be sitting at the next table. We struck up a conversation when she noticed size score books I was holding, and she introduction herself with a very warm and comics slide. We ended up taking for nearly an hour. The conversation started with academic topic, as specifically about the challenges of learning sex, in a modern way, just silent in life. She explained that our chemistry isn't just about formula, but about food we eat and the environment around us. Life expression. She also shares some stories about her careers as a teacher and her philosophy on staying pendant when facing difficult tasks. A personal goal I have forced myself opening up to her about my own struggles with studies and my future career path. There are, there are several reasons why I talk on endurance linking to her humility, depth, and desire being an expert in her field. She spoke to me as an introvert, but she didn't sound preachy or like she was mentoring me, uh, giving me her passion. It was incredibly inspiring to see someone so generously excited about their works. Her energy was contagious, excellent listener, unlike many people who just want for their turn, turn to speak. Miss Jen really listened to my opinions and gave me very thoughtful feedback. Meeting her feel like a breath of fresh, fresh, fresh air. I like the coffee shop feeling much more positive and optimistic than when I walked in. The person I consider to be exceptionally intelligent is mission my form, former Cambridge teacher. She is not only an expert in her field but also a person with a very chef and versatile, mate. I first met Miss Jane when I entered high school. She was a form teacher and my primary tries in introduction for this year. During that time, I had many opportunities to know officers how to love and can academic challenge and managed a classroom of 40 energetic students energetic student. Miss Jane is good at many things, but her true strength lies in logical analysis and problem solving. Simply face, simply fit the complexity. She can take up tightly absence chemical chemical reaction and it does explain it's using a simple real work analogy that even a child child could understand but thinking in class whenever a student asks a difficult out of box question she can provide us a deft and accurate answer anymore almost intensely without referring to any not emotion, emotional intelligence beyond academic intelligence. She is very good at reading reading people. She now explicitly when to be strict and when to opt for kind work. Kind work. Kind work. I believe Michigan is intelligent for several reasons. First, the process right to this in slimmage, meaning she has a vast store of knowledge that she applies with precision. However, more importantly, she has fluid intention, the ability to think, logication, and solve problem in new situation. For example, I once saw her hands come complexical laboratory accident while everyone else was working panskin. She remains perfect claim quickly ascends the chemical pro, properties of the spill and nutrients. The dangers within a second nature's intense intelligence intelligence is is not just about getting high scores or clocking face. It's about maintaining agility and the ability to stay calm under press- uh, pressure. She is a person who use her brain A famous person I would dream of meeting is Mary Curie. She was a Polish and naturalist, French physical and chemist who conducted pioneering research on radioactivity. Radioactivity. Muriel's Cruz is a household name in the Specfix community. She is famous for several covers. Nobel, Nobel when she was the first woman to win Nobel Prize and remains the only person to win Nobels into a different respectively as scientific, feels physical and chemistry. I would like to meet her because she is the ultimate shepherd, of resilience and passion, as mentioned when talking about my teacher. Talking about my teacher, John Blunt. Chemistry can be difficult, however, Mary's current face much uh, greater, greater obstacle. She live, she live in a time when women were allowed discouraged from that. About often difficult from restoring churches. I want to understand where we found the mental strength to keep going this step, the social barriers and the physical toll of her research. She isn't just uh, she isn't just scientist to me. She is a role model for breaking glass sizzling. Then I would ask her for advice on how to stay curious and focused in an of constant distraction. I'd love to hear her thought on how she feel art, the ancient movement. She realized she had discovered a new element. Finally, I would tire her about teachers like Miss J, who are still using her discoveries today to inspire the next generation of students in my country.